went on, where did I go? I took my daughter. She wanted to go see a concert to Asheville.
Oh, good.
This is not that long ago. So she found these obscure bands that she's into. She's playing a lot of instruments right now.
Okay.
So I was like, let's
Which
go
band
see
did you go see?
Wunderbar. Small band anyway.
I like
Yacht
that.
Club was there. This is great, right? So,
Okay.
let's go to Asheville. Pick her up, go to Asheville, pick her up. I think she's at school. We went, or anyway, come home, doesn't matter.
Oh.
You put in Google Maps and you drive there, and 40s on the way to Asheville's got some stuff messed up. But I thought it was better. So anyways, like, well, there's a lot of traffic here, so we're going to be late. So it tells you to go around. And so you get off the highway and you go, we didn't just get off the highway. We got out of civilization.
Yeah.
We're on a gravel road on a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And the only people that were there were your people, mountain bikers.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
I wonder if you were in DuPont.
I don't know where I was. And then there's a couple other cars. I'm like, okay, we're not the only ones. Google Maps is sending.
It
was fucked up. Like, definitely cars should not be in multiple cars. And then when there's multiple cars on it, now you have a cloud of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, this is interesting. I was like, I should not have my daughter here right now. So we high-fived when we got out of there. This was fucking crazy.
You were afraid of the mountain bikers up there.
I didn't want to knock one off. That would have felt bad.
Oh, okay. You weren't afraid they were going to attack you.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it'd been unnecessary.
I thought I might see you there. I would have been like, this would be like, what the fuck are you doing here, man?
I'm like,
you bring the mics, let's podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, let's just podcast. I'm going down this hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is one of those things in the mountains. I'm sure this is everywhere. I mean, when we lived in Boone, it was the same thing, especially when we first moved up there. I mean, we were it's trying to take us to this spot on one side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And so it's taking us through this route like that eventually gets into these gravel roads. And then there's just some trailers. You're like, man, I'm sure they're cooking meth and that.
Yeah.
We better turn around.
Yeah.
Like, this is not and so you just learn real quick, like, don't follow Google.
Yeah, but that's Google. Like, why'd they do that?
Well, I think it's because they're classist. And mountain people don't deserve their own Google Maps. That's what they're saying.
So I need, like, what is it? All-Trails, probably, at that point.
Well, I didn't think about that.
That would have been good.
For your car?
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's got to be an off-road app.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. I don't know. The meth, that was one.
Yeah, let's talk about
heard
meth.
No, what's the other one?
Fentanyl.
Keep going. I don't know. What's the other drug? You shoot needle, a heroin.
Needle. Yes. Give me some needle.
I heard that's needle. Like running. That's big time on campuses now.
Heroin?
Heroin.
Is it because fentanyl is too deadly?
I don't know. Why?
I mean, or is it because the grunge music is coming back?
Kids, yeah, maybe.
Dude, I think it's college kids are getting into Alice in Chains.
Oh, you go to Asheville and it is body odor and weed. Just,
but that's not new.
No, it's not new at all. That's very normal.
That is very normal.
But you go to like Chapel Hill, it's probably like heroin and it's all like different college towns.
Chapel Hill is too high class.
No, heroin.
Heroin in Chapel Hill?
Heroin in Chapel Hill.
Is it because everybody's depressed about the lab leak?
I know we have some staff members listening to right now and they're like, what? Yeah, they don't care. They just turn the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, is it quality heroin? Where are they getting it from? Maybe, because Trump has like stopped the fentanyl coming in, that people just feel more safe about doing heroin.
Yeah, I don't know. Is the fentanyl stop coming in?
I have no idea. Almost certainly not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Just like Doge. That was a real...
Why heroin?
I don't know, man. To me, when I was younger, I used to think, gosh, needles. That just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
And people keep dying. And it looks like you end up on the street. Like you watch The Wire.
Oh, yeah. That's all. Yeah. That was HBO, right?
It was HBO.
No, that was before Max.
That was.
Yeah.
It was before they bought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My nephew's really into, the music that shaped our upbringing. A lot of Seattle grunge music.
Yeah.
Of course, grunge is such a stupid term for it. It's like alternative grunge. It's like, It's like, nah, man, it was...
Blink 182. I've been listening to that.
Oh, my God.
You like that?
Wow.
Yeah.
We're not on the same level.
That was after. I'm just letting you know.
Way after and in the wrong geography.
Yeah. Hold on.
Although, who's the head singer? Tom DeLonge? He's a big UAP guy.
How do they know these numbers?
Who?
About heroin. 11,338 full-time college students use cocaine. 9,808 full-time college students use hallucinogens. 4,575 full-time students use heroin.
Yeah, just say, are these numbers accurate? Cite your sources.
This is a study.
Oh. Well, I would say that is something really interesting about Gen Z.
The picture. I'm sorry, the picture.
Those kids are not on drugs.
No.
It's just like we've got it together.
Yeah.
I'm on heroin. I'm on weed. We're all on weed. Know?
Yeah. That's great.
Did it say how many use fentanyl?
Heroin is highly addictive and a rapidly acting opiate.
Yep. It's the escape from reality drug. It makes sense for Seattle.
Our podcast would just hit another levels if we got into that.
You want to get into heroin?
I don't. I'm saying it would go to another levels.
From, what I've seen, at least in the movies, You get on the heroin, it's like there ain't much to talk about. You're just like, oh, thank God, finally, I'm not.
Oh, they have a ranking. This is like college football rankings, but they have a drug ranking. So what do you think number one is? Pretty obvious. Go basic.
What is it in the Big Ten?
Yeah. But basic is drinking alcohol.
Okay.
Then it's...
Which is messed up because like that is one of the most...
It's awful.
Awful things you could do to your
feel
body.
Like shit.
Oh, yeah.
So bad.
Jeez. And you can, you know...
People are going away from it.
Good for them.
Because like it used to... I mean, it's still pretty big, but...
Yeah.
It's just really... It's like poison.
It is poison, yeah.
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 But binge and like... But some people are opting out.
All the bad decisions.
Yeah. So many bad decisions.
Like how many bad decisions do people make on weed?
Yeah. Oh, God. Number 3 is dangerous. Number 2, you know, is right. You just said it, weed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3.
Fentanyl.
No.
Heroin.
Fentanyl.
Heroin?
No.
Acid?
Yeah, everyone has it. It's everywhere. Everyone has it. Someone has it.
ADHD?
And kind of prescription pills.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3.
Which would explain the shortage in the country.
Number 4 is, guess makes sense.
Cocaine?
Ecstasy. So 5's cocaine. It's got a chance to move up.
Well,
help us out there. They have a ranking system for this.
They have a ranking system and then they have a help us out there.
Help us out there.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm not laughing at it because
yes,
people
are.
No, people are addicted. I'm just saying like.
We're Gen X, bro. We can laugh at it.
Yeah. No, people are addicted. It's awful.
Yeah. Except, I mean, they're not addicted to marijuana because that's not possible.
That can't be addicted to what?
Marijuana.
It's not possible.
I'm pretty sure unless they've, I think the studies that came out a long time ago, they're like, I mean, you can have a psychological addiction to it, which somebody's going to be like, that is what an addiction is. But a chemical dependency, I don't think is.
There you go. 2014, there's a whole thing about heroin on campus.
Woo. First of all,
hard drug use.
Where are they getting the heroin?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, when I was in college, it wasn't like we were at a party like, does anybody have any heroin?
What the best is you have advertisements for colleges on here. Stetson University. Like,
man, is there one for Phoenix?
Come to our head.
Yeah, so hey, look, we're number 3 in the country for fentanyl use.
Jeez.
Come to us for heroin. Best heroin in the country, Stetson University.
This podcast is sponsored by.
Sponsored by.
Yeah. It's bad.
What about
these colleges are creating mental health issues for students?
No, they already had mental health issues because of helicopter parenting and coddling. Then they get into the real world and it's like, oh my God, they didn't tell me that I was wonderful every single day.
That wasn't wonderful?
That I wasn't wonderful. I'm just kidding. I'm playing with stereotypes. I've met some great Gen Z kids.
Yeah.
And, anyone that I actually meet, I'm just like, cool.
Well, alphas and betas.
And sigmas. I don't even know.
What's a sigma?
Good question.
Is that today?
Yeah. Alphas, betas, sigmas.
Do we have alpha? Alphas, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta. And
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking
3
about,
generations.
the slang. Like my boys will say, it's like, oh yeah, it's like, such a sigma. I'm like, fuck.
What's a sigma?
I don't know, but I'm just like, stop.
Dude.
Just stop talking. Stop talking. I'll put you up for adoption. They're 11 and 14.
That was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to put them up for adoption.
I know, but people take shit seriously now.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like if you were so dumb that you can't pick up on the sarcasm.
They can't.
Oh, well, yeah, I know. But that's why it's funny to me. If somebody can't pick up on the satire or whatnot, I'm like, Yeah.
A lot of people out there.
That's funny.
That's what they listen to. They listen to the clip. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not thanking me.
No, but
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us that clip.
And thank you for thanking me.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us the comments. That helps the algorithm.
It does.
Yeah.
Comment down below. I mean, I guess
so. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Totes my goats.
I agree.
Follow me at toastmygoats.com.
Sorry.
World Wide Web, buddy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Oh, man.
Web 3.0.
Huh?
I don't know.
Grade point average?
The web.
Oh, Web 3.0. I thought you said, what about 3.0?
Yeah.
You understand my confusion.
I do.
I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
GPAs don't matter anymore because how can you compare your GPA to my GPA?
Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about how much our college degrees actually helped us professionally.
Oh my God.
What'd you major in?
Communications.
Yeah.
Corporate communication, actually.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Corporation.
There you go. Yeah.
I minored in English.
I
like a really good English teacher. Yeah. And business.
English. Well, I never got into business. And then I run my own business.
Well, because a lot of the stuff was just matched up. But
well, I mean, when we were younger, it was just doesn't matter what you get your degree in as long as you get it, because then you're showing an employer.
Well, if you want to be a doctor, you kind of need to do.
Well, sure. There's certain, like, if you're going to be an engineer, you should probably get a degree. You should probably go and actually work with real engineers.
A lot of cybersecurity, they're just like, are you good with this shit?
Yeah, no, you don't need a degree. Here's the thing. When it comes to fast moving technology that advances quickly, universities are so slow, they can't keep up with it.
Right.
So if you're learning AI at a university, you're already 5 years
they're
behind.
still learning AI.
Yeah, they have no idea. No, they don't.
Futurists, how are they going to figure this out?
They're not. They move too slow. They have the institution is far too dug in to preserving its own relevance or its perceived relevance of yesterday. It is not going to move fast. Anything that can, there's way too many people whose feelings are easily hurt or whose positions feel threatened. Yeah, that's all. But that's all institutions. They just move slow.
So how does a student that, let's say, is not self-motivated to read the books, do the work, whatever? Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't raising my hand to answer.
This is audio sometimes and not just video. But we can do that on TikTok and that'll be raising your hand. Okay, so explain.
Oh, you'd finish the question.
You got it. Like
you got it. You got it. Oh, you mean I got the question?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't finish the question before I raised my hand.
Yeah, I don't even remember it. No.
Yeah, something about students who don't want to read the books and everything.
So so like when you go to college, let's say you're going to go to class, you have a student's going to go to class. At least they're going to class. They're going to be around stuff. They're going to have dialogue. They're going to have debate. They're going to work on shit. They're going to be in their systems, doing their computer stuff, whatever. If you don't go to school and you don't do that, I guess you just get a job. Is that what are you saying?
Dude,
what are the options?
Let's go back to YouTube.
Yeah.
You can learn more shit.
I get it.
Today from watching YouTube.
But you could also waste a fuckload of time on YouTube.
But you don't have a fuckload of debt.
Right. So you're saying waste a fuckload of time, have some fun. But okay, so then counter this, you're very lonely. I know you are, but I'm saying if you're just
I told you that in confidence. You asshole.
Yeah. No, you've actually talked about it openly.
I have.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This podcast started because of loneliness.
Look at me. I look lonely.
Yeah. No, you got chopped off real good. It's clean.
Yeah, well, I needed to look good for the camera.
Because, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you watch YouTube because you're not a fuckload of debt, whatever. But now you're watching YouTube all day. You have your headset in all day. You're not interacting with people all day. So now you're living in Ready Player One.
Wrong. Wrong.
Thank you.
Wrong.
No, please.
Here's the difference. If you're learning stuff on YouTube, it's stuff that you learn, not so you take a fucking test. There's nothing at the end of YouTube that goes, hey, if you found this content valuable, download the test below and take it.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening because that is not the point. The point is I'm going to teach you how to do this, then you're going to go do it. That's really valuable.
They're not even motivating you to do it. They're just telling you to do it. So you have to do it.
Because you're not required to do it.
But then other people aren't going to do it.
Who gives a shit? That's the beautiful thing about YouTube is that if I'm motivated to do it, I'm going to go find it. Then I'm going to access it. Then I'm going to do it. If you're going to college, it's like, okay, well, I'm doing this because I'm supposed to get a degree because that's going to give me more status and I'm going to be credentialed or I'm going to get a better job. It's an old paradigm. It does not make sense. Higher education, our entire education, does not prepare you for the world you're walking into. Not even close.
Right. But I get that. Let's say that's true.
It is true.
Okay. I'm just saying in this argument.
Yeah. Show me where it's not true.
We're straw manning this, please. Okay. The student that doesn't go to school now, they don't do any of that shit. Even if they do learn some stuff, whatever that thing is that they want to learn.
You're talking about like on YouTube or something?
Yeah. Whatever. YouTube, let's say. Or TikTok, or it doesn't fucking matter. And they don't do anything with it. And they're just sitting around watching that. Or like, then what? Eventually they'll figure it out. Like eventually they'll be like, oh man, I really should just go get a job.
Not my problem.
Okay, but it is your problem if they're hanging out at the street corner because they can't get a job and they don't know how to do anything.
I'll tell you what they're doing.
That's extreme.
They're slinging heroin because they looked up the statistics. Like college kids are loving heroin. So instead of going to college to get an education,
I could do heroin.
They go to college.
Yeah,
to make a lot of money. Yeah, I don't know. Slinging heroin. Look, here's the thing. That's one of those things like if they're unmotivated, it's not my problem. Get motivated, or find something you love.
I guess it's fair.
Yeah. Because that's not a problem for me to solve.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking about like the return on investment of time, energy, and money,
I get it. But what about life? You got to live.
What's the ROI on life?
Yeah, you can't measure that shit. What's the ROI on this? Why are you here right now? There's no return on this.
Yes, there is. I'm not lonely anymore.
Yeah. There you go.
What's wrong with you?
So there's a reason to go to college to not be lonely.
Sure. And take on a shitload of debt.
What if you don't take on debt?
Go for it. Look, I'm not one of those people that says there's no value in college.
I get it.
There is value in college. There's a lot of like interaction and a lot of things that you do learn. And look, you get exposed to a lot of stuff, but when you compare it to what it is, the promise that it makes for you when you leave college against the amount of money that you're spending to get that, it's completely out of balance.
Yeah.
And it's not just a little bit. It's a lot of bit.
Imagine you're studying for finals at Columbia University and they stormed the library. That's fucked up. That was crazy. Did you watch that shit?
No.
I thought it was a video from like a year ago. And they storm a Palestinian protest, stormed the library at Columbia. They're sitting there studying.
Wait, the police just stormed it?
No, not even students. It wasn't students. It was activists.
See, that's the thing. That's right. Like then it all gets come together.
And they locked them in there, and then they figured out, be like, okay, show us your
student ID,
your visa. None of it.
So
they all got arrested, and we'll see what happens.
Well,
next.
That's the whole thing, isn't it?
That's fucking crazy. But imagine just being a student. You're sitting there fucking doing your shit. You got finals coming up. You're stressed out. And
all these non-student activists start showing up.
Fucking scary shit. Being a parent of that, and you're spending how much money at Columbia? I mean, I don't know why you'd send your kid to that school.
Teach your kids to be, adaptable. Teach them to be, toughen them up a bit.
Yeah.
We got all these Gen Z kids in college, and they're terrified of everything.
When do like the people the militia, they just like, fuck it.
The who?
Take it. Like people who are just like, I'm not putting up with this shit. And then some protest happens and then doesn't end well.
I mean, I just think that's human behavior.
Yeah.
I mean, most people don't want a conflict. Right? Yeah, now I got something in my eye.
Tearing up.
I'm really emotional. I don't know, man. I mean, look, here's the thing. I don't believe, there's the distortion of information of things that are going on. It's just so ridiculous.
And well, you saw it with your TV show.
Ghost Adventures?
Or
Ghost
Robot.
Loop?
The robot show.
A Wild Robot.
Yeah.
I like how you brought that full circle.
Yeah. Yeah. And you couldn't even fucking keep up with me.
Well, because it's a movie and you call it a TV show. So who's in the wrong now?
It's a movie. It's not a series.
Thank God it's not a series.
Oh, it's just endless.
Yes.
Season after season. Cobra Kai's going to come back. They've got a movie coming out. Did you know that? We were at the movie, and the previews came out. And I was like, my daughter was like, this is a Cobra Kai. Danny LaRusso is going to show up again. And sure as shit, he's the star in the movie.
Why?
It's like a Rocky movie. It's like
he is the weak link.
Legends or some shit.
Okay.
And guess who is the Miyagi? What's his name? I just had it in my head. Is it Jackie Chan, maybe?
Shut up.
Jet Li. Not Jet Li.
It had to be Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's Jackie Chan.
Or is it AI? Who was the guy who played Miyagi?
Oh, they're creating movies with characters like...
Oh, I know.
You want Taylor Swift to star in your movie? Just create it. Done.
This is a movie.
Taylor Swift.
Oof.
And my coffee gal.
Who?
I don't know.
Man.
Flat White.
Yeah, Flat White. That's my guy right there. That's gonna be your new. That should be your new handle on Twitter.
Yeah, be the podcast.
It's like you can follow me at Flat White, and then follow my co-host at Totes My Goats. Totes _ my goats. We should just cut out the first 30 minutes of this show and just jump straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College shit was where it got real.
College
this could be a show about
It's because
college.
I care about them.
That is our listener base.
I know. And I don't want to isolate them.
And it could be pre-college and post-college, but it's all like lumped together.
That is our listener base. And here's the thing. I give Gen Z a hard time, just like I would give anybody a hard time.
Of course.
I give myself a hard time.
Yeah.
If I don't give you a hard time, it means I don't like you. Well, that's not true. I don't really dislike anybody.
Yeah.
As odd as that may sound, I seem like an aggressive person. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm compassionately aggressive.
If Neil deGrasse Tyson was here, you'd have a good conversation with him. Is that the one guy?
He just sucks more and more every day.
Yeah. How do you even know about it? Because you opt out of so much media, but somehow he keeps showing up in your shit to keep you getting more angry.
Nah, I don't really get angry.
Yeah, okay.
He's just such a clown. But you know what? I just think there's a lot of these guys that are showing up to be clowns.
Yeah.
Sam Harris, total clown.
I think we had some clips about
Neil
Neil
Sam
deGrasse.
Harris is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intellectual.
No, he's not. He's fucking stupid.
He is like, what do they call that? The dark web or whatever?
Oh, yeah. The intellectual dark web. Yeah. And Douglas Murray. These guys are not smart. I mean, for a long time, I would listen to Sam Harris. I would not listen to him. My wife listened to him for a while. But then she would share something with me of Sam Harris's. And I just thought, he's not smart. And here's the thing. It's not saying, well, he's just dumb because I don't like. No. He falls into that class of intellectuals that they're no longer curious. They think they already have all the answers, and they can talk real slow and use certain words and then bring it all the way around. And the slower they talk, the smarter they appear, but they're not really saying anything. And they clearly are not open to new ideas or to actually engage with an idea that maybe challenges the narrative that they are so bought into. And to me, that is the biggest, and you find this a lot. You do find this a lot in the intellectual class for sure. Because there's this underlying fear that it's like, well, if I entertain this idea, it may undermine everything else that I've stood for, or the thesis that I've written here, or my doctorate might be challenged. It's just, I don't know. To me, the biggest advantage you can ever have is realizing how much you don't know, never will. And then, that's what keeps you going.
That's your shit right
there. That is my shit.
Yeah.
I figured that out in grad school. And look, that's the thing. I was like, I'm not trying to knock academics. I have a master's degree. I paid for it online like everybody else. They sent me a certificate. I haven't finished it. No. No, I have a finished master's degree. I do. Some might say it's in a bullshit, field, strategic foresight and future studies, but I'd say,
here you are on the podcast today.
Here I am on a podcast called Savers of the Metaverse. So
yeah,
what does that tell you?
Yeah, buddy.
So here's what I'll say for Gen Z. Anybody that acts like they have all the answers and seems to lack curiosity, no matter how smart they sound, they're not very smart.
Yeah. Just more watch YouTube, skip college.
Yeah. My YouTube feed is so funny.
What would you do when so you're going to watch YouTube? Like, just have a job? Would you go mingle? What are you doing? What are you doing with your day?
Look, man, I think, drive and motivation is what's going to get you. Like, people don't go to YouTube to learn something if they're not driven to learn something.
What would you learn today if you were an 18-year-old?
Well, gosh, if I were an 18-year-old, I would be getting up to snuff on all the available no-code tools for AI and number one, apply critical thinking to problems.
What if you were a tech guy?
You don't have to be a tech guy. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a developer for this. What you do need to be is a critical thinker who can clearly state an end goal objective.
Yeah.
Say, hey, I'm recognizing a problem. I don't need to solve 50 other problems around it. Let me just solve the one problem. And you can create and deploy something through no-code AI and these different platforms that are out there. There's so many of them right now. And you can just, just text prompt to finished product
all day long
in no time. And then that sucker is up and running. And obviously marketing and getting it out there, that can be expensive, but it's not like I pushed a button and now I'm rolling in cash. But build something. That's what I would say to college kids. Go build something.
People will show up for an interview and it's like a college degree. Maybe they've even done some internships, but they don't have it. Like, what can you show me? Like, let's say you're going to work at a social media company.
Yeah.
What social media accounts have you managed? Show it to me. You want to be a writer? Show it to me. If you want to be an engineer, what have you built? What have you programmed? Like, all these things. Like, you have to show up with something. You want to be a business owner, an entrepreneur? Like, how do you study entrepreneurship in college?
That is the funniest shit to me in the world.
You have to start now, if you went to entrepreneurship class and the whole thing is you started day one, you come up with an idea for a business. Day two, you go to the Secretary of State and start your business. By the end of it, you literally leave with a business. Yeah. Or, and it doesn't matter if it's totally successful, right?
Yeah, it does.
And you don't, that's what I would suggest is just go start if you're in that world.
And you don't need a degree to do that.
No. And it doesn't mean if your business is successful or not. Like, yeah, you don't want to waste too much money.
So that's where you've got that. The reality of it is this, is if you're going to try and start, you've got more tools at your disposal to start a business now than ever. But we said that 15 years ago. And it was true. And it's even more true now.
Right.
But you also, if you're in the Gen Z or like really younger millennials, you grew up in this environment of social media and all this technology that created this unrealistic expectation of success. If you're going to run a business and be successful, you have to, number one, define what success is for you. If it's making shitloads of money, hey, best of luck. Because not a lot of people do that, But if it's making good money and owning your time and really creating something that is sustainable, that gives you the freedom and flexibility you want, that is very achievable.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I need to become a billionaire. Well, hopefully your parents are tied into that loop.
Start podcasting.
Yeah, start podcasting, all right? If you're this good, you could be on Savers of the Metaverse.
You'd be the first guest on Savers of the Metaverse. We've never had a guest. We could just talk. And people say that, they're like, I could do what they do. That was some guy said that. I could do what they do.
Yeah, do it. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You should.
You should do it.
And I don't mean that like, I don't think so. No, you could.
Yeah.
Do it.
Not hard. Yeah.
Just start the first show and then send it to us and then we'll share it. We don't have a lot of followers.
It's all good.
Which is unfortunate, but we'll still share it.
But you're getting serious about it, so it changes stuff. I keep bringing that
Yeah, look, that's the thing.
Sign the contract.
Gary Vee's known for saying this for a long time, and I think it's very true. And is that, look, if you're going to be an entrepreneur or business owner, get used to eating shit. You're going to eat a lot of it. A few times.
Yeah.
Sometimes literally. And you're like, whoa, I did not mean to lose that bet.
Okay.
Just kidding. Don't ever literally do it.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But if you don't have the tolerance for that, or if you need perceived stability, let's be honest, even in the workforce, there's no stability.
Yeah.
There's no like safety or security.
No.
God, especially
I've had people and they say, well, I need a guarantee.
What guarantee?
I don't guarantee. Well, I'm going to take this. And I get it. I have no problem going. I've worked at large companies before. I've also been laid off at large companies before.
Yeah.
So that guarantee went out the window the day they said, you're no longer welcome here with everybody else. We shut the whole thing down. right? So where's the guarantee there?
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I had a guarantee. You mean with a company that just went bankrupt? Sorry, that's null and void.
Yeah, or they just said, we don't fucking want to do this anymore.
Yeah, it's that simple. It's like, what are you going to do? Sue them? They'll win in court, whatever. There's no guarantee.
Yeah, there's no guarantee.
Yeah, so don't buy into that. It's what you're really saying is, I want somebody to pay me for my time, which is stupid.
Yeah, it's bad.
It is. You need to be paid for your output. You should never be incentivized to stick around longer than you need to be.
All time. There is guarantees, though. You want to know the guarantee is? It's going to make you mad.
What is it, buddy?
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Guarantee. That's a guarantee. But he had to work hard to get there.
Yeah, he really did. And he's working hard to recover from that Achilles injury, too.
Yeah. How much was it? $250 million?
I am amazed that we were just now getting to the point. Joe Flacco is back.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped.
Shooter Sanders is like, he's being all happy now. He's not social. No, he's showing up and wishing people happy birthday. He's doing all the right things.
He is. He's doing all the right things.
Yeah. But people now are saying he's only doing the right things because of this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to get that if you have a name like Sanders and, I mean, so I say, hey, the kid's doing all the right things. Awesome, man. I'm rooting for him. I am. Kenny Pickett, I don't know why he's there.
God, they have 5 quarterbacks?
4.
Well, Deshaun, Flacco, Sanders, Gabriel.
Deshaun's not allowed in the building.
5. They have 5
Take your money and go.
They got 5 quarterbacks.
Sure, but not really. I don't know that Deshaun Watson knows that he's not going to be the starter. He keeps posting on Instagram like working out and all I'm saying, doing this stuff here, and it's got all this music and it's all. I'm thinking, does he not know?
What music has he had?
I don't know, man.
Massage music in the background.
No, but it's got a sick trap beat to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was really glad to see they brought Flacco back. And the fan base was like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll be disappointed, but I'm not.
When they're building a new stadium now.
Oh, yeah.
Billions. It'd be nice. They're moving it outside of downtown.
Moving to Canton.
Build like a city. Moving to Canton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Just down the road.
Just go down the road here, buddies.
Yeah. That's it, buddy.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing, man. Travis Hunter didn't get picked up by the Browns in the second round. I was thinking,
second pick.
They traded it.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
they got some extra picks.
Yeah, they did. And it was pretty clear that Jimmy Haslam stepped back in and was like, you need to pick up Shador because nobody's gotten him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was just no excitement from Stefanski and Andrew Beard. They're like, oh, okay. Yay, I guess we got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this Dylan Gabriel kid?
What about him?
Yeah. What do you think about him?
I mean, it's another quarterback that I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to be a little bit of a gunslinger, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know me, man. I mean, I'm a diehard Mayfield guy. Go Tampa Bay. Yep.
A lot of Browns people are that way.
They are.
Yeah.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Good weather down there.
No doubt.
Cleveland, Ohio people move. They go to South Carolina, Florida, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Big influx there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is true.
This is true. This is good.
This is so
We
good.
just held off right there, but it's all good.
You know what? That's fine. It's probably where we should call it quits.
Yeah. This is a long one. This is like...
Well, we had a lot to catch up on.
We do. Weekly? Bi-weekly?
I don't want to make promises because I will break them.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'll break my promises and I don't want to do that.
It's okay.
But it's inevitable.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, buddy. This is good.
This is so great.
Yeah.
So
we'll cut it like 10 minutes before this.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Peace.